Hey, so what's
Hi.
going on? Hi. Little audio trouble there, but no big deal. So today's the first day of a series I want to do, hopefully every day, because I wake up in the morning and I always have my tea and nobody to talk to. And in the morning, my mind is at its best when it comes to ideas, when it comes to conversations. And I just figured I would start vlogging my morning ideas. And if it resonates with you, cool. If not, well, then just don't watch it. So, as everybody knows, I have a company called Jivera. And what we do primarily two things. We help people turn their fiat money into money backed by gold, and we also teach people how to increase their lead generation for any business that they have. And we're very good at what we do. So, but this is not a video for that. I'm not pitching my company or anything. Uh, I think this might resonate with a lot of people because there's a lot of people that have tried to or attempted to be successful in multi-level marketing businesses. Amway, I'm dating myself when I say Amway. Amway is like the first multi-level marketing company ever to be successful. Herbalife, MCA, you name it, you probably know what I'm talking about. And I was never successful at those businesses, and I always tried to figure out why. You know, let's go through the history of how I got into these businesses. Um, for I used to be a barber. So one day, one of my customers comes in. He tells me about this meeting that he wants me to go to about a business he just started, and he wanted me to come see it and maybe do business together. We had created a report, so it wasn't out of the way. Like this guy, I don't know, and he's right to a meeting. He was one of my regular customers. So I went to a meeting. Now he didn't tell me about the business per se. He told me more so about the product. I think it was travel. Yeah, because I'm in so many meetings. I think it was in travel. So he was a good guy. So I went, and I went to find out about how I could save money traveling. I never really traveled, but if I could save money, I guess I would. So I went there to find out about how to save money and travel. That was the pitch to get me to the meeting. So I go there, and the meeting was about, I think, an hour long. Uh, then it went from 10 minutes about what the product or service was, saving money and travel, to the rest of the hour talking about the business. I didn't go there for that. I went there because I wanted to travel and I wanted to save money. And what happens is, and this is a strategic plan of action when it comes to getting people into your business. First and foremost, the one important thing that they do, they hype it up like it's the greatest thing since sliced bread, and this business you make so much money. This is how it happens. They have the person talking about their product or service. That's good. That's the first, opener. Then they introduce somebody making a ton of money. I can't do both, but in the business to tell you about the business aspect. He tells you about his experience and what he's done and how much money he made. And then they bring in people who are on their way to becoming like him or better, making more money, advancing in rank and everything. And during the whole process, you're like, ooh, yeah, I can do it too. So by the time it comes to make a decision, you're already hyped, like, oh, I want to do this. I want to make money. I want to travel for free. And then you pay extra to become an affiliate in that business. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. There really isn't. But I did drink the Kool-Aid on multiple occasions when it comes to multi-level marketing, and I've never been successful. And I've listened. I'm not really a joiner per se, but I do listen to the people that are making it and follow in their footsteps exactly. So I have a tendency to go directly to the top of wherever I'm going and talk to that guy. Not so much the person that got me in because he's just starting or she's just starting. I want to go to the guy that was on stage to become my mentor. That's the guy or girl that I want to work with. So in this business, I happened to get with the guy that did the introduction to the business. And he said, yeah, all I did was X, Y, and Z. And then X, Y, and Z happened. And then I made money. So I said, okay, so if I do X, Y, and Z, can I see your script? Can I study a script? Can I do what you do? He said, yeah, no problem. So he sends me, everything via email that I asked for. Very good person. I study it. I practically embody the pitch, And by the way, what got me there was not what he said to do. It was totally opposite. The reason why it worked for me was because I had already gotten rapport with my client, my customer. That's why I went with him. But so I went and I, did what he did. And 1 week passed, no sales. 2 weeks passed, nobody coming to the meetings. 3 weeks passed, nobody's picking up my phone calls anymore. So I went through what he told me to do, and nothing happened for me. I mean, absolutely nothing. So I got upset and I left, right? So I figured, you know what? I like the concept of multi-level marketing, but I don't like the person who was mentoring me. So I don't. So that left the bad taste in my mouth for the whole, that business. So I went for another one and another one, only to find out that the same thing kept happening. I asked the leader for what he or she did to become successful. I did it, nothing happened. And I started just sitting back. And finally, I called one of the mentors who I was with at that time. I said, listen, I'm doing what you're doing, but nothing's happening. What the heck is going on? I mean, you're my mentor, and I'm doing this step by step as you instructed. Nothing's happening. What's going on? That person told me that your expectations are a little bit too high. Well, what do you mean? You're successful. I'm doing what you did. I want to be successful. He said, yes, but what you have to understand was that it took me a while doing this. It took me a while to get my first sale. So what do you mean a while? He said, well, it took me 3 months to get my first yes. It took me 2 months after that to get my first sale. I said, well, why did you wait so long? He said, because he understood business. He understood that being successful is not a sprint. It's a marathon. And you have to go through the steps and be patient with getting the outcome. It's like, well, why did you tell me that before, man? He said, because you wanted the quick, fast, and hurry solution, and there is one, and there isn't one. I needed you to hit this wall so that you can slow down, so that you can then speed up and become successful. I'm like, oh, well, that makes sense, So during the interim of what he told me to do after that conversation, he suggested certain books for me to read. Of course, Think and Grow Rich was one of them. And, it was more about having to realize, educating myself first to become a proper leader and a businessman and a salesperson and an inviter and a human being and everything that goes along with being an entrepreneur. And what I like about MLM businesses is that it gives me the opportunity to help people create a good living, or at least a secondary income to help with their residual bills. I wanted to get residual income. That was my whole ideology when it comes to joining a multi-level marketing company. So I said all that just to say this. The best way to look at joining any business is to definitely understand that it is a marathon, not a sprint. Anybody who tells you, oh, I got this much money in a short amount of time, like a month or whatever, that may be true, and this is how. I guarantee they have built a rapport with those people in the past so that when he reintroduces a new multi-level marketing or new business or a new anything to these people, he or she already has the following of people that already know, like, and trust him. So it's really easy for them to transition from one business to another because he'll always have people that'll say, if he does it, if he endorses it, then I'm all in. So yeah, people do make money quickly, but they have spent years, years and years getting people to know, like, and trust them enough to go into business with them. So understand that if you're going to become an entrepreneur in the multi-level marketing industry, then I would really suggest that you definitely understand that you're not going to make money at the beginning. You're really not. Okay, it might be a couple of months before you get your first sale, but you have to go through that because you have to evolve into the business person that is required to become successful. So marathon it, don't sprint it. It's some good tea. All right, that's my time. I hope you got something out of it. I know I got something out of helping you, hopefully, if I did, with your ideology when it comes to joining multi marketing. Have a great day. God bless.